Hi everyone, my name is FU Yue. Today my topic is gender bias in machine translation. In today's economically globalized society, the demand for people to translate things is rapidly growing. Now we are facing the fifth industrial revolution. IoT, big data, and AI are changing our lives in an unbelievable way. AI has taken the place of dictionaries and manual work in the industry of translation step by step. Machine translation has become the first choice when people need some translation in their daily life. All kinds of translation websites appear, but the quality of the translation differs, and they all make different kinds of language errors. These language errors can be morphological, grammatical, syntactic, or phonological. Today, I want to share with you here the performance of machine translation in gender as a branch of grammar. And here, we basically focus on the gender bias of cooperation in machine translation. First of all, we need to admit that there is a huge gender bias in the current language system. Bias is inherent in human text. It is not necessarily a source of unfairness, and language can enhance people's stereotypes. For example, many languages distinguish between feminine and masculine. It is a fact that a pronoun in its masculine form can refer to a group of men, to a mixed gender group of people, a mutual group of people, or to a person whose gender is not precise, not defined. And when the machine translation processes kind of language as the source language, it would translate the masculine vocabulary as male. In the meantime, the corporations which people think this as male's work in the traditional concepts would be marked as masculine, even though it is always different than the gender rate in the actual corporations in reality. Theoretically speaking, we have three methods to apply to change this phenomenon. Firstly, downsampling, which means remove data from the corpus until the ratio of gendered terms is balanced in both languages. Secondly, upsampling, which means add duplicated data until reach the same goal as the first one. Thirdly, counterfactual augmentation, which means introduce counterfactual sentences that include the underrepresented gender terms. For example, in the practice of translating Chinese into English, as the source term of 这位医生对自己的家庭很好, the output of English text is always this doctor is good for his family. We need to add the text this doctor is good for her family in the English corpus and add the translation 这位医生对自己的家庭很好 to the Chinese corpus. Because of the huge corpus, and AI is also constantly learning and repeating its own existing mistakes, it is very difficult to make changes. A study shows that if one person devoted just 5 seconds to debiasing each of the 34.5 million sentences in the English-German training dataset used for the experiment summarized above, it would take 5.5 years to read and modify them all. And that is assuming no rest breaks and a willingness to work all day and all night. Let alone in these 5.5 years, how technology would improve and how many faulty sentences the users would feed to the AI in the whole world. The quantity is inestimable. We need to change this situation, not only to improve AI and get more efficient and correct translations, but also to change the stereotype and the gender bias to create an equal world. Thank you for your listening.